and we had a quick meeting just like that.
Yeah.
If we could have those things all the time.
You have those because we were able to at least modify
The protocols, yeah. I love her. She's so helpful, her and her people. You know, they're having the pneumococcus meeting next week in Cape Town. And it's all being organized by her, Mignon, the other people. And the two heads of that lab, it's her and her, Anne and her wife, Cheryl.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, okay. So what? So sorry for the distraction over there. It was quite interesting. We're still debugging this thing, but we're trying to run Bactopia Snippy, but it wasn't working. But we think that's because the reference had multiple contexts. But we are waiting to see what happens next. You know, come back for the next thrilling episode of bioinformatics. You know.
So the other issue is Peter. So we're trying to also run, because when we look in the Bactopia, they actually provide options to run the ONT.
Yes, they do. But not for variant calling.
No. So we started off with the cleaning, but we tried that and
what, did the cleaning not work for the?
It didn't clean.
It didn't clean?
So yeah, it did everything, created the claim reads and so on. So we went into there, we ran the report for functions, they looked the same, but they ran correctly.
Did you run on the cleaned nanopore reads? Does it run nanoplots?
No, it didn't.
Because what it does, let me show you. So so it's running so normally I use a thing called foot long, okay? Yeah, so nanopore QC. So let's just talk quickly about nanopore QC. So they're using a thing called Nano HQ or Nano something like that. I can't remember. It was a different one. Okay. So so this is raw nanopore data that I've got in here, and then we like take a sample. So I use nanoplot, right? Because what I want to see from nanoplot is really this plot here, okay? Which is the read length versus average quality, okay? So we see the read length is, obviously there's a lot of shorter reads, but some of the reads, there's still reads up to 20 kilobases and so on and so forth, right? But then if we look on the other side, the quality, we see that like the median quality is here around quality 10, right? Yeah. And so I haven't run FastQC on this data to see what it shows, but I don't find that the FastQC report is as informative for nanopore data. It doesn't show me what I really want to see, you know, which is this, okay? So then what I do with nanopore normally is I run it through Fort Long. They're using a thing called NanoQ, I think. I remember we were reading through that pipeline, but because what I want to do is put a minimum level on the quality. So I normally say quality 7 and above, okay? And then I put the minimum length on the reads. So at least like some hundreds of bases, like a kilobase or something like that. Can't remember exactly what the setting that I used here was. So this is not amplicon sequence, right? This is like, so amplicon sequence, you're going to see obviously a very different redistribution to this, right? So then after I did the Fort Long, then I run Fort Long, then I run nanoplot again. So this is the A42 sample. Great, this was meant to be. So now the read quality, I was trying to, so you see here the cutoff, there's no very short reads. I cut off, I can't remember, I think it was 1,000 or 2,000 I said as my minimum read length, okay? And then I put the minimum quality that I didn't want below quality 7. I don't know why I still have some over there, but that's the kind of thing. But I will look into the, maybe at lunchtime I can look into what might have changed, but I want to run nanoplot on the data to see what nanoplot shows us about before and after, okay? And then, but, papers. So where are we at with nano? Because look, I like nanopore, I just think it's challenging, okay? So, what I'd like us to do is to, I think the best is to maybe break into groups, right? And Tracy, we never did end up finishing what the questions would be. But what I was thinking for, let's start off with the, we go to my, let me just go find the papers in question. So you've all got this because I put it on WhatsApp. And so I put some papers about so these are not actually peer-reviewed papers. This is Ryan Wick's blog, but I thought let's start with this. And so what I wanted to ask, okay, when you're reading a paper, and this is kind of like a paper, then one, so how do you read the paper? Do you read top to bottom? Do you go to the conclusion first and then go backwards? Do you know, how do you, this is, I'm interested to see what you guys do. So we're going to discuss this in groups, okay? Don't give me answers right now, okay? Okay, but just, then, so then how, if this guide is peer reviewed,
to start a discussion for 5 minutes of general.
and they do it like this in the way that I would never do.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the third thing that I want to know is, but that's a good thing to look for, okay? But we don't, so, so the thing is that, like, I want you to make but also, but I also think that, yeah, but let's just focus on this this thing. So let's focus on Can I maybe ask what key messages would you take from this?
Yeah, that's definitely the first. The main problem
Okay.
Think about
So I think 3 is enough for how about these 3, okay?
okay, so
Okay.
the same ones we discussed.
Yeah. So just what we're discussing this morning. So, can we do this? This is a group. So maybe you want to take your chances on this side. Then I think that looks like a group over there. And can you guys, where did Panga go? And maybe some of the people from that side can join in, this back row group. Okay, Eric, Charity, Panga when he gets back. Maybe you want to join and sit there. Okay, and just quickly, we've got 2 things to work through. Can we just spend like 10 minutes to what? No, can we Can we have 15 minutes to read the papers thoroughly and then discuss them in these groups? Okay, you've all got the papers, right?